What's up guys, this is Dave LeClaire, gaming editor for MakeUseOf.com, and as always I'm here to bring you another episode of Video Game Hub. And today we are going to talk about the biggest piece of news that's happening in the world of gaming, and it may not even be news, but it's such a giant rumor that we just had to talk about it. And that is that YouTube might be buying Twitch. What's YouTube? What's Twitch, you ask? Well, obviously you're not asking what's YouTube because you're watching this video on YouTube right now. But maybe you don't know what Twitch is. Twitch is a live streaming service where gamers can go and stream themselves playing games. It plays host to all of the big competitions such as the International, the Dota 2 Championships happening right now, EVO, the League of Legends Championship, all kinds of stuff. It's all streamed on Twitch. YouTube is obviously a site that hosts videos, all kinds of videos. So there's where the two companies are. So how do they fit together? Well, let's talk about PewDiePie, the biggest person on YouTube. He is a personality on YouTube who has more subscribers than even YouTube's official channels. What does he do? He plays video games. So you can clearly see that YouTube already has a vested interest in the world of games. So why would they not want Twitch, the biggest site for live streaming? Now, of course, this has people up in arms because it's anti-competition, which Google has already, in all the reports, has said that they expect there to be some questions from the government about this because this is a giant company that's already dominant in a field buying a company in the same field. So there's always going to be that kind of problem. But of course, people are also worried that they're going to Google Plus-ize the Twitch, so you're going to have to log in with a Google Plus account in order to use Twitch. But Google has said that they're going to be pulling back on forcing people to sign up with Google Plus with their services, so that probably won't be an issue, but you never know, it could be. It's also just a matter of the big giant company coming in and swooping up the little guy. It's another, although Twitch isn't that much of a little guy, but it's another upstart that's being taken over by the big giant Google behemoth. It's along the lines of Facebook buying Oculus. Everybody went crazy over that because now the Oculus is owned by Facebook and it's evil and blah, blah, blah. Now this is a rumor at this point. We have no confirmation from either side, Twitch or YouTube, that this buyout is going to happen. It was reported by Variety, and they reported a $1 billion price, which is 1/3 the price that Facebook bought Oculus for. So definitely, apparently, the Oculus is regarded as being more expensive, at least in this case. I personally think that Twitch would be worth more just because it's an established company that's already making money. But either way, $1 billion is still not chump change. Now, the Wall Street Journal seems to be reporting that this will probably not happen and that the deal is still very, very early. So they're in the early negotiation stages. So people are jumping the gun basically saying, well, it's going to happen. They're going to buy them. They're going to buy them. You know what? They might buy them. It's not out of the question. It makes sense for YouTube to buy them. But everybody's jumping to conclusions a little too quickly on this one. It's still plenty of time before we know for sure how this is going to play out. So what are the good sides of this? Well, the good side is Twitch always seems to have problems during big events. They're getting their infrastructure up there, but Twitch still oftentimes sees problems with the servers going to heck during a giant tournament. And obviously that upsets everybody because they want to watch the game and they can't because Twitch is down. YouTube's infrastructure is ginormous. When's the last time YouTube has gone down? I can't recall. I use YouTube every week to host a podcast. We've never had a problem with it. So they will now have all that infrastructure behind Twitch, which means Twitch should have better performance. So that's a good thing. It's also just a matter of having the YouTube resources behind Twitch. You have this giant company with all this money now behind Twitch instead of just them doing it themselves. So that's a good thing. Now on the bad side, there's the whole Google Plus thing. If they decide to implement Google Plus, nobody's gonna like that. It could also be that Twitch expands now and stops being just about video games and starts being a site for all kinds of live streaming. That would kind of be weird for Twitch, seeing as it kind of started that way with Justin TV, and then Justin TV became Twitch, so it'd be weird to go backwards. But it could, and that could definitely mess with what people feel Twitch is like a home to them, you know? We go to Twitch, we watch our favorite people, we stream ourselves play. To have YouTube come in and change it to people like, now we're cooking on Twitch, or here's me cutting down a tree in my backyard and building a toolbox or a birdhouse with it. That would definitely change Twitch up in a way that may upset some people. But I think before we all jump to conclusions, we need to take a step back, pause for a second, realize that it's still very early, the deal has not been signed yet, and I think we should not assume the worst. For all we know, it could be kind of like Instagram, where Facebook bought Instagram and they kind of let them do their own thing. Maybe Google will do that in this case. Twitch will remain its own separate entity. People will be streaming their games on there just with a better infrastructure, and everyone will be happy. Time will tell. Obviously, we will keep you posted on this deal, and if it does become official, we will be on here recording a video and putting it on the internet for you guys to watch, because that's what we do. But in the meantime, just know that it could happen. Keep your eyes on it. As always, this is Dave LeClaire, gaming editor for MakeUseOf.com. Thank you for taking the time to watch this slightly longer than usual episode of Video Game Hub, but I had a lot I had to say on the topic. Make sure to click the subscribe button so you never miss another episode of Video Game Hub, and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because that would make me happy and help me out a great deal. And I will see you guys next time.